Hello, friends. How's everyone doing? Hey, this is Ruby Singh with the Real Estate News School. As you know, we've been covering so many videos before for the real estate topics. Um, there's appraiser topics, there's how you can buy a house, or for, investors also. There's a big good points on those previous videos that if you haven't watched those, please go back and watch them because there's so much explanation, the deep explanation on wide range of topics. You can go back and pick those topics from, there's a playlist on this channel that you can pick according to the topic you are interested in. And that playlist, it will cover all the videos in it. And also, I just want to thank each and every one of you, for those great comments. It really makes my day, guys. And I really appreciate you guys from my humble heart. And thank you so much how, those comments you guys say that this is such a great channel, that there is nothing out there like this channel that explain in such a detail. That definitely makes my day, guys. And I do understand that, because I know that I was one time a student and nobody even want to open their mouth to give you any answer without charging you loads of money. And that's the reason I am bringing my experience for you guys, so nobody take advantage of you guys, and you don't have to pay loads of money to someone just asking one question just to answer you. They just want from you. So these videos, they are explaining in depth. It's help also. It will help you from burnout. Like burnout means someone else is taking advantage of you. People take advantage of someone because of their naiveness, correct? At some point on some topic, we never experience that topic, right? Here someone comes and they take advantage of your naiveness. So that's why in this channel, you don't have to pay anything. I'm just my years of experience in finance industry, in real estate industry. I'm bringing it to you guys. And I'm seeing that in those comments, guys, how much you guys appreciate. And you guys let me know that Miss Ruby, there's nothing out there like this who explain in such a detail. So let's start. And if you're new, welcome so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Most welcome here. Uh, this channel. We all are striving for the same thing, right? How I'm helping you guys. You guys are letting me know in comments that what you are learning so much from this channel, you also want to make sure that your family or friends who is interested in this topic, that they don't get burned or they don't get advantage of. So you are sending and sharing these videos with them. And thank you for all your likes, all your comments, and subscribing to this channel. When you press the bell icon, you will, every time I'm bringing a new topic for you guys, you will know, you will be the first person will know that there's a new topic regarding real estate. Okay. And I explain everything what I learned in my real estate career. I'm just bringing it to you guys for free, just for the awareness. Okay, guys? And thank you so much. So, as you know, we've been covering this time, if you're planning to sell your house, what are the main points you have to be really, really careful in order to get you know, you can sell it at least amount and, get the money worth for your property. Correct? So let's continue. Today, actually, I want to cover, guys, that I know that we covered a lot on return on your investment, how you can, what are the steps you can put the house on sale. But today I was thinking another point, because when I work with my investors and when I'm trying to, you know, um, see the house, I want to talk about this topic, guys. For simple formula, I would say the three D's. Three, one, two, three D's. Okay. You can ask Miss Ruby, what is that three D's, guys? Three D's, I would say depersonalize, okay, declutter, and discard. Okay. Because staging is readying your house to show to the potential buyer, right? That you must encourage them, the potential buyer, you must encourage them to visualize your property, correct? That they are the one who's living in the home themselves, not you. It's them. They are visualizing themselves in that house. So the first day I would say depersonalizing, okay? Because when you depersonalize the home, it involves removing your potential item, I would say your photos or your trophies or your collectible or all the knickknacks and wall decoration. They are all personal taste items, because that may distract the buyer from seeing the home as their own. So it's not like personal, but not many people will appreciate your collection of cans, your antiques, your kitchen accessories, right? Your closets, your VHS or your CDs, your DVDs, right? So simply you have to neutralize the home you're planning to sell as if it were model home, because that's exactly what it is while it's on the market, correct? You agree, right? So pack and store your treasured item out of the sight. Consider Either you can rent out the storage units, right? Before you putting your house on the market and move all that stuff in that storage unit, right? So make sure the home is clean, it's welcoming, it's a blank canvas upon which any buyer can visually paint their own dream in that house. They are seeing, they are visualizing as their own home. It should not feel like your home while you are showing your home, because they are not visualizing as their own home, but they are visualizing as your home. Correct? Another point, another D, I would say declutter, because it's understandable, inconvenient to live in your home without your stuff. It's like living in that somewhere in a hotel, right? So it's a necessary component of getting top dollars for your home, like extra furniture, items, magazine, CD collection, hobbies, play, right? Those are the distraction for that room. Okay, your salt, pepper, shakers collection, correct? Buyers, that is your taste of collection, but it's not the buyer's taste of collection, guys. So put it away. Because the more spacious your home appear, the more appealing it will be for the potential buyer. So minimize as much as possible. You want the home shopper to see what your home has to offer. And they are not guessing about the, possibility of themselves living in the house. Okay. So you have to keep in mind, just remember those 3 Ds: depersonalize, declutter, and discard what you don't need. So work from the plan, list each room of the house, you know, in each room, including your closets, guys, because when buyer, they are coming to view the house, they will be looking into closet, how much room those closet has. And if it's just stuffed with your stuff, they are not visualizing themselves, their clothes in that closet. So declutter rooms one of the time, you know, from smallest project to the greatest project. Okay. Clear out each room, keeping only essential items, donate, discard any clothes or decoration or toys or any other items that are no longer used for you. Okay. Box up all the possessions that you want to keep and put them in the storage. Keep your surface clean and free of collected items. Go room by room list. Kitchen, clear the counters, leaving only 3 or 4 essential items. Keep towels, dish rags, or the pot holders out of the sight, guys. Soaps and cleaners should be stored under the sink. It rarely used. Small appliances can be packed and put it in the storage. Pack away teacups, serving dishes, your platters, even if you normally showcase them. If you want to draw attention to your decorative shelving, put a few pieces out for the show. Your seasonal dishes, your accessories, they all should be stored, guys. Remove any pest control traps or poison pantry, from the closet, from the pantry. Okay. So appliances are not extra shelving or storage, but the buyer, they will not want to find the microwave used as a bread box or the oven as a cookware storage. Okay, your bathrooms. Make the bathroom look as though it's rarely used. Remove everything from the cabinets and drawers and keep what you need and discard the rest. Okay, like I always recommend, my sellers, when they are planning to sell the house, make sure that you store all your prescription medication out of the sight, out of the reach, your expensive jewelry, everything, because you don't know who's walking through. When buyers are planning to buy the house, you don't know what kind of person is walking through your house. Correct? Not all people are honest, right? We've been covering on that there are bad people, there are good people, right? There are takers who just take advantage of other people or other people's naiveness, and some are givers. They just give. But that's their nature. The taker's nature is just to take. The giver's nature, that's what their nature is. Give. Correct? So that's the first thing when I'm talking to my seller are calling me and they want to put the house on sale or they are needing advice from me, I always recommend it to them, put all your expensive jewelry, every expensive things away, okay? And all even your medicine, your prescription medicine, that should be out of sight and out of reach. Because sometimes the buyers, they have a smaller kids, and here buyer is busy looking at the house, and the kids, you never know, they can have that medicine. Correct? So it should be out of sight, out of reach. Find a safe place, guys, for all your expensive jewelry, watches, you know your keepsakes or cosmetic perfume, expensive perfumes. you know Put that in the safe place. Your bedrooms. When it comes to clothing, people generally wear like 20% of clothing they own 80% of the time, correct? We- I'm guilty of it. It's like some of clothes are very favorite, right? And then we try to wear that often. Same as shoes, correct? I love shoes too. So the focus is showcasing closet space, guys. Only hang clothes that you wear most often and store the rest of the clothes. Okay. Another point, our dining area. All right. Clear all the clutter, any flat surface, including dining table, leaving only subtle decoration such as like fresh flower or vase of flowers. Yeah. Living area, your living rooms, your family rooms, your great rooms. They gather books, magazine, remote toys, gaming gadgets, right? All those video games, the wires and throws. So clear all flat surfaces, packing away non-essential items and all those storing magazine or those electronic or decorative bins. Fold and drape, throws on the chair. Put them in the closet, guys. Office space. Organizing is the focus for your office space. Overwhelming shelves, they do not reflect useful space. Keep all your personal papers stored out of sight. Linen closet. Organize and clean out. Store, seasonal blankets, your clothes, seasonal clothes or the outwears, out of sight. Keep linen in to a minimum. Your laundry room, whether you washer and dryer are in the basement or in laundry room or closet, you should make the room or that area neat. Organize what you keep with the shelves or bins. So don't leave clothes out for the buyers to see. Right? Your detergents, your bleach, uh, laundry softener, or they all should be in the cabinet. Don't use the top of your appliances for the storage. Your garage, although cleaning the garage, that may be most daunting task, but it can be as simple as getting rid of things that you haven't touched in years. Boxes of broken toys, useless sports gear or rusty tools all seem to migrate to the darker corners of the garage. Correct? We know that. Sometimes we leave it there and we forget it. Yeah. So use the opportunity to donate or discard all the items you have no longer use for, right? Or other item you should consider like a wall paint, extra tiles for the floor, or the bicycles. You know, they should be shelved or hung. Okay, your pets, another point. You know, you should pet items also need to be out of the way when buyer come in, and you have to be keep that also in mind that their dishes are not just laying around, their toys are not laying around. Yeah. So doing a thorough deep cleaning of your house is vital, guys. It worked for people selling a car, they get more money, and it will work for you when selling your house. With the home depersonalize and declutter, it might make sense to use a professional deep cleaning. Okay, because each room has to be done like that. Deep cleaning, declutter, tidy each room from top to bottom, uh, especially like kitchen, bathroom also. Like homeowner, they will open the cabinet, they will open the pantry, they will open the closets to assess their storage opportunities. So clear all the cobwebs from every corner of your home. These are like a general um, to-do list, correct? You have to have a dust cleaning your fans, your lighting fixture, dust clean your blinds, dust clean and clear all the cobwebs in the house, dust clean all the blinds on the windows, wash the walls. This has to be done before repainting, so this will save you time later. Clear all glass surface, mirror, screen, patio door, and tables. Polish all wooden surface. Wipe down all the leather furniture. Correct? Clear, what do I say? Like all appliances with the cleaning for over, so that they are make them shine. Scrub like sinks, toilet tubs, showers, faucets, countertop, and they must be impeccable. All tile areas, including grouts, must be free of discoloration, stains, and mildew. Clean the window treatment. Wash the windows so that the natural light will enhance your living space. Correct? We've been covering that before. Vacuum all the rugs, shampoo carpet, mop floors thoroughly, right? So these are just the basic points, guys, to keep in mind when you're planning to sell the house. Because kitchen and bath focus on high impact areas, guys, because the most important rooms in your house are the kitchen and bathroom. A kitchen can sell a house because it's the heart of the home. We all know that. And myself, I love cooking and I love eating too. So that's definitely for me, heart of the house. So the the place, family and friends, they gather to enjoy one another company, you know, with those cooking, with those meals and those gatherings, right? Because the buyer, they will be turned off by the dirt, the grime, the cooking smell, or any trash. So clean all the cabinet surface, guys, as well as make sure, don't forget to clean under the sink, because that area sometimes we forget about that. Bathrooms are so important to, especially for I would say Americans, that most homes have at least 2 to 3 bathrooms. Because as you work toward selling your house, it's imperative that bathrooms are kept clean and odor free. Potential buyer might forgive a less than, they can forgive children room, but questionable bathroom and kitchen, that could cost you guys a sale, guys. And all this, these points, I'm bringing it to you through all my real estate and finance career, working as an underwriter at the finance companies in the banks, right? So keep all these things in mind. And also another point you need to remember, that yes, pets are wonderful, but homeowner want to see your home without them. The domestic animal are not unique feature on selling, or they are not, it's not a selling point of the home. Because, the pet tender, the odor, it's not a very, sometime, some buyers, they have an allergy to pets, right? So you might like your animals, but not everyone does. You might be a animal lover, but not everyone is. Okay. So for all buyers, they are unnecessary distraction. They minimize the presence of the pets, the dog dishes, the cat litter boxes, or their beds need to be out of sight. Pets should be, relegated to the cages or in the backyard while you are showing your home. With all the staging work completely, you are now ready to list your house and showcase your home, right? So, as you know, we've been covering all along how you can price the house um, and how you can sell the house quickly, you know, about para pricing and um, the house and move on with your life also quickly because um, you might be moving in some area or out of state or somewhere else, correct? So that's why these things are very important, guys. Um, when you are planning to sell your house or you are planning to market your house for sale, because that's why I'm providing my years of experience to you guys, the insight and the guidance, how you can sell your house quickly and get the, most money for your home, correct? And that's why these concepts, these terminology, they have a heavy emphasis that I've been covering with you guys on previous chapters and throughout those videos. All the do's and don'ts of getting a home listing ready for the most effective, you know, turnaround, your rate of return. Okay, because the goal of it's an understanding by determining the price and market value of your house, especially, that will be a big impact how fast you'll be able to sell your house, how fast you'll be able to move on with your life, whatever you are planning to do. Because despite the buyer's market, guys, understand that, okay? Sometimes we say, okay, it's a seller, but it's not always a seller's market too, guys. Because homes are necessary, and home ownership is cherished, correct? For all, especially I think throughout the world. Because now, like before, we don't live in caves, right? Because before caves, I guess, we don't know. Before caves were, I'm sure it was like that too. Because that was the home for that family, where that family want to raise their children. Correct? So, that's why your home has to be unique. What I'm trying to explain it to you guys. Okay? When you're trying to sell as fast and when you're trying to move on with your life. Because there's no other exactly like your house. Whatever individuality you have created with your property, make it stand apart, right? When you're planning to sell your house. Because there are no set value of when to sell because homes are not sold for store shelves based on, seasonal holidays. People get new jobs. They get transferred, right? or they decided to move because of the family situation, right? Throughout the years, people's lives change throughout the years. Your home value will be based on the sale price of similar homes that is purchased recently at the time you decided to sell, regardless of any season throughout the year, either by yourself or, working with a professional, right? You can do it. You can sell it yourself too. You have to decide what is the best way of, to get going, to start the process. And that's why I'm trying to bring this all insights inside of, how it can help you sell your home for the best possible ROI and least amount of time so you can go on and live your life and move on, whatever the reason you are selling the house for. Okay. We all know, the Price is Right show, remember? So if a buyer of real estate is it's the same thing. They are no different from the buyer of, um, you know, of a painting or a bag of oranges, because both sellers and buyers' perspective of value will always have prominent role during the sale. Your perceived value and the market value are not the same. We know that, right? We understand that. You guys been watching all these previous videos because you are interested in this topic too. And that's why you are here with me. You need to know how to price your home strategically and correctly from the get-go to obtain the best price, guys. So homes sometime, if they grew stale on for months, and um, they will be sold for an average of, I would say, 12 to 15% below the original list price. Because first, let's consider that the sentimentality has no dollar value. Although you have an emotional connection to your home, the buyer, they does not have the emotional connection. Most buyers being shown many properties. They do not expect yours to be the one. So avoid letting sentimentality play a part in pricing your property. Set all emotions aside, guys, during the selling process. Buyers look for cues to figure out your motivation to sell. Okay. And also there's also no direct dollar for dollar correlation between upgrade investments and the market price. As previously noted, like 25,000 kitchen renovation will not bring the market price of, suppose 270. We covered that, right, in the previous video. If the price is 275, homes are selling, it's not gonna bring you 300,000 and above. So don't assume you can add that amount to your asking price and get trapped by making your home the nicest, but also the price, you know, price of the home for your area. You have to check what is the sale price, what is the market value. If you have a ready to, buy a bank qualified buyer who is willing to pay the price, you will accept. That's referred to as a sale price. If it's an objective fact without influence. Because the sale price transaction, once completed, it will influence the market value of homes in your area, right? And also another thing is you determine the price of your home by looking at the comps, local sales provided, around your area, your property condition, your current supply and demand, right? You have to consider that what piece of property might sell for based on the features and benefits in the competitive market and the current supply and demand of similar homes, that is its market value. You might value your home at higher price than what a buyer will pay or its true market price. Right? Balanced market will equalize market price and market value. Okay. The perspective of buyers and sellers also come into play when placing value on your home. Let's say like your home has an abundance of like mature trees, right? Person like myself, I love nature. I love trees. So it's definitely a plus point for me when I'm looking for that property like that. So, but the buyer who loads, the raking those leaves will see those tree as a negative point. Like if you just spend for example, if you spend, $10,000 to replace your roof. You might think you can set higher price, but buyer also expect the roof to be in excellent shape too, correct? Remember, we've been covering all this time. Put yourself in other person's shoes, the buyer's shoes. For them, it's their house. So also the schools, the bus routes, the medical facilities, the shopping centers, the highway access, hospitals, that can also create a big value for certain buyers. They are willing to pay and they are looking for that kind of area. They are not looking to live somewhere in the boony to, to drive half hour just to go get the, gas or just to go get the, grocery. They want convenience, right? They want schools nearby. They want bus routes nearby. They might have elderly parents or someone who need a emergency hospital ASAP. So they are looking for that kind of location, guys. Because the buyer, guys, they look for the right deal, what fits their need, but what they are willing to pay or what the bank is willing to finance, that has a different limits. We've been covering that, right? What underwriter will be willing to give a go ahead for that property or the amount of go ahead they are willing to for that property. the, the buyer is planning to buy your property. Okay. They have the limit. So strategic pricing is very important. That is your great tool when selling your house, that you have to keep that in mind. Let me give you guys an example, okay? So suppose if a homeowner, they decide to place their home on the market and they must decide on asking price, correct? Right? We have to know that how much we need to put that and what kind of return we want for that house. Because by rough estimate, homes market value fall between 200 or 300,000, because many homes are on the market, because these are the same pricing consideration and approach to finding that right price. Correct? Because that will leave the room for negotiation approach. Like in this approach, the market value is stretched, say 305,000. The price will not entice a buyer by to make, comparable homes more desirable. The home will most likely not to sell quickly is due to the price. Okay. And the price, it according to worth approach, like this approach that sees a price set right between the market value, the benchmark of, the area, that likely home shopper will lump the home with liked price homes, knowing that they can buy anything in that price range. And sometimes underpriced, that generates the interest, right? Underpricing, suppose if you're planning to sell for 295, if you put it for 280, that will motivate the buyers, and perhaps that create the bidding war. But the goal of selling the home for money is derailed, guys. You have to also check the comparative market analysis. When it comes to finding a buyer, pricing your home, right, based off your comparable read price sales is crucial, because to making that sale, the comparative market analysis comps, remember we've been covering this in previous videos in detail. That is imperative to price strategically. When you ask for one from a real estate professional, be sure to review the analysis, ask questions, and get explanations. If completed correctly, this comparison, report, not only it will give you a great, the price, what price to come up with, but also it will reduce the chance of your home being underappraised. If you have a well-priced home, you should be showing within the first few days on the market, and offer should come up within a week. Okay, or within a week's perceived that value, that if the perceived value of your home by a potential buyer is greater than the actual price, the more willing he is to buy, because the urgency to buy, that disappears, and the closer the price and the perceived value are, that mean marketing the home to match the buyer's specific needs and their desires. Because a real estate, in that you have to keep in mind that marketing your house is according to, tailored according to buyer's needs. Okay. So you can also market it on social media, right? You can also market it on MLS. There's MLS for sellers only, right? There's MLS for the real estate agents use, and there's MLS that seller only too. So with tiny grainy images, of your home, make sure that you are bringing all the best features of your house when you trying to put that on the market, and or you're trying to put that, on social media. Of course, it has to be good photographs, the lightning fixture, right? The listing of all those photographs, colorful, bright, stage your home to to give that appearance of the space, light, make sure it's light, all rooms are effectively light, have an effective lighting system. Yeah, right. So you can also check um, other real estate portals too, right? Like Zillow's uh, or a realtor.com, because buyer, they flock these websites to find new listings, because and also agents, social media, correct? All that, these kind of sites, they can help you, and they can target the exposure to the potential buyer through the online marketplace, and check to see if they are current with all techniques for online market with social media, right? You can also put visual maps, right? Your 3D floor plan, or your video tours, or, you know, any electronic documents that are pertain to the property. Okay. So selling a home and for more money, it takes a work, guys, right? But ensure the home is properly staged and ready to sell, correct? And then that can bring you the most value for your property, and at least amount of time, and you move on with your life, the reason you are selling, and wherever you need to go, or buy a uh, upgrade the house, or if you downgrading, if kids are already grown and you just need to get into smaller house, and this is, or if you're planning to get married, or this house that you are living, you know or you have one child when you guys bought it, and now it it's outgrown the family, you need a bigger house, correct? So all these things you have to keep in factor, and of course, when you guys send me questions or comments, I always give you guys answer, and for all your questions. But sometime if you go back, sometimes people put the new people, they go through those videos, put the comments, and I apologize if I missed those comments, your questions. So again, hope all this helped you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching and listening and all those wonderful comments, guys. We will continue and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye.